First tonight to the Middle East, where after US and international pressure, Israel says it'll now allow a limited amount of food into Gaza. The Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says it's all part of the plan and that a starvation crisis would jeopardize the renewed military offensive against Hamas. He said Israel still intends to take control of the entire Gaza Strip and that this will prevent Hamas from looting aid. The United Nations will be involved in distributing the aid, which will bring to an end a 78-day blockade that has brought Gaza to the brink of famine. Extensive Israeli ground operations are continuing across the Strip, and deadly airstrikes have been taking place overnight, in which more than 100 people have been killed.
From the beginning of the war, we said that in order to complete the victory, to defeat Hamas and to free all our hostages, two missions that are intertwined, there is one essential condition. We must not reach a situation of famine, both for practical and diplomatic reasons. We simply won't have support, and we won't be able to complete the mission of victory. We are conducting an immense, intense, and tremendous battle. There is progress. We are going to take control of the entire territory of the Gaza Strip. That's what we're going to do. And one more thing, I simply salute the reservists. I salute our soldiers. They're doing a great job there, including this morning. I can't go into all the details, but we are not giving up. But to do this, we must do it in a way that they won't stop us.
There
will be an entry, dictated by reality, of a minimum amount of food and medicine for the population in Gaza. None of it will go to Hamas. The bare minimum required will reach the population, simply so that the world doesn't stop us or accuse us of war crimes. It will not reach Hamas. This will allow civilians to eat and our friends in the world to keep giving us diplomatic protection at the UN Security Council and in The Hague.
2 months into the latest blockade, 2 million people are starving, while 116,000 tons of food is blocked at the border just minutes away in Al-Arsh. The risk of famine in Gaza is increasing with the deliberate withholding of humanitarian aid, including food, in the ongoing blockade.
Well, for his reaction and assessment, I'm joined now in the studio by the Palestinian Middle East analyst Ramzy Ibrahim Ibrahim. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thank you.
We understand that the first aid trucks have now started entering Gaza. They've been cleared by the Israelis to deliver baby food, flour and medicines, and there are 9 such aid trucks. What's your reaction to that?
Well, thank you for having me today. Yes, the long days of salvation against the 2,300,000 Palestinians in Gaza has gotten to a stage the European Union, the freedom of any concern, a human being, who stood up and said, no, no more. You have to stop this war against the civilians. This war against the existence of the owners of the land in Gaza. That is why the pressure came to the Zionist government in Israel today. The Zionist, if you look at what he said, Smotrich, I think you did not continue his speech. He said, we shall destroy the remaining part of Gaza and we shall transfer the remaining living civilians on the third country outside Palestine.
Well, I doubt if they're going to be able to do that.
They will not do that.
Because the rest of the world is opposed to it. But let me ask you this. I don't mean to interrupt you. Just focusing on the aid that has started going in. This is a drop in the ocean in terms of what's happening in Gaza on the ground. A few months ago, I understand 500 trucks a day were coming in. So 9 trucks is just is nothing really. Give us an update on the situation in Gaza for people who are trying to find food.
This is just an ashes in the ice. just to tell the world we have given a little trucks to survive. These 9 trucks of the day, to whom?
But that's just the first set. More are coming.
Let us watch and see.
Yeah, more are coming
Let
because
us watch.
those are the ones that have been cleared by Israel, but others are in the process.
I hope, as every single Palestinians, that 900 or 500 trucks a day can enter.
Well, I don't know if I don't know the number, but for you, the fact that Israel is saying that it'll now allow a basic amount of food to enter Gaza, that's progress, isn't it?
Well, I doubt it's progress. It's just the pressure, outside pressure, internationally pressure against the Benjamin Netanyahu government, making Benjamin Netanyahu to come down a little bit.
Yeah, but that's good, though, isn't it?
Well, when it comes to 200 above, we say it's good.
Right.
9 trucks a day does not even goes to one single camp.
Right. But what about Benjamin Netanyahu saying Israel will control the whole of Gaza? What more can you tell us about that? I mean, does it look like he's trying to appease the far right in his cabinet who don't want an end to this war?
You see, Benjamin Netanyahu want to, as I told you earlier and before, he want to continue on his seat. He's dreaming of a victory. He's dreaming of a victory against the Palestinians, not against Hamas. He's fighting the Palestinians, not Hamas. He's fighting the children of the future of the Palestinians. Because of the last 3 days, he killed 500 people in the north part of Gaza and Gaza city alone. 500. Out of the 500, you have 10 families are demolished from the register of a human being. He's fighting the child of 1 year, 6 months, 2 years, less than 18 years. He's fighting the future of the Palestinians. And he doesn't know. We are Palestinians. We born as many as we can from one woman. If we marry 2 women, what will happen?
Right. Well, what about the claim that Hamas is looting the aid that's coming into Gaza, which is why Israel wants to take over the whole of Gaza?
Well, if that is the case, let him prove just one single proof of what he's saying. I doubt.
Yeah, but Hamas must be surviving somehow.
My dear brother, as when he destroyed the hospitals, the main hospitals, which is make civilians to stay on the land when there is a hospital to go for medical treatment. Israel has destroyed the whole hospitals in Gaza. Is the hospitals tunnels for Hamas or base for Hamas? No.
Well, they say
there is no single.
They say the tunnels are under the hospital.
Have you found one tunnel?
Well, I haven't been there.
There is no tunnel.
Yeah.
By the United Nations and by all the organization which has entered Gaza, they have not single tunnel has been approved is under even near a hospital.
Well, to be fair, Mr. Ibrahim, the United Nations wouldn't know. The tunnels are a long-running. They don't start at the hospital. They just go underneath the hospital. And the Israelis are saying that at different junctions, there are rooms and accommodation and that sort of thing that accommodates people. And when they target somebody, they go and strike them there. That's what they're saying.
You see, yesterday, the commandos, the Israeli commandos, tried to enter Khan Yunis, the city of Khan Yunis, wearing a women's cloth. Right?
Well, I haven't heard that.
No, I will tell you. This is a story, what we are...
Yeah, briefly.
Briefly. They have tried to enter that city, claiming there is hostages somewhere. They want to recapture and get freedom out of that place. They find a Palestinian who is not Hamas, another group entirely, who is facing them. After he got exchanging
of fire
and engagement, They killed the man, they kidnapped the wife and the children, and they used them as what? To go out of the city of Khan Yunis, just to prevent them of not killing the woman and the child. And the woman and the child, the two children with her, are in the Israeli prison right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can't verify what you're saying there, but what are you hearing about peace talks between Israel and Hamas? Reports suggest they're getting close to an agreement for the release of 9 Israeli hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners and a 60-day ceasefire. What more can you tell us about
Netanyahu won 10 out, and he gives 60 days and continued the war. The Palestinians, either you take the whole hostages and withdraw from Gaza and stop the war, or we are not giving anybody. This is what is going on in the...
Right, so there's an impasse.
Oh, definitely.
Right.
Benjamin Netanyahu does not want to stop the war because of his government. He's not even caring of the hostages.
Right.
What he's caring is his cabinet, how his cabinet will continue to survive till the election comes.
Right, okay.
The pressure comes internally in Israel and externally from the world. No, Benjamin Netanyahu, you have to come down. Benjamin Netanyahu, you have to stop war. That is why America, the vice president, has stopped coming to Israel tomorrow.
Right. Well, let's hope that the pressure continues on both sides so that there can be a resolution to this terrible conflict. Ramzy Ibrahim Ibrahim is a Palestinian Middle East analyst. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you for having me.
It's always good to have you in here to explain things to us from a Palestinian perspective.